Oprah Winfrey's father has gone on to yonder. Vernon Winfrey has gone yonder at the age of 88, not 89, as some reporters are saying. He was a former councilman. He was a single dad. But he is the actual person who really put Oprah on that path to greatness. Without him, and even Oprah has said this through the years, she doesn't believe that she would have ever became the person that she became, the icon herself. Whether you love her, whether you hate her, whether you despise her, or whether you admire her, this man, a black father to a black girl, instilled that greatness in her and turned her life around from being a woman, a young lady who had just gave birth a year prior to a baby that was stillborn. A girl that was leading a path of making bad choices just as a means of survival, to becoming a young woman with dreams and aspirations, able to see the future really clear. Also, a straight A student who won numerous scholarships and beauty pageants, and the first time felt pretty. You know, she didn't believe that when she was living with her mother in Milwaukee. I'm going to read to you from People magazines. It reads, Oprah Winfrey shares her dad has passed away at age 88 following illness. We could feel peace into the room. Yesterday, with family surrounding his bedside, I had the sacred honor of witnessing the man responsible for my life. Oprah Winfrey wrote on Instagram on Saturday, and I read that post. So she did write that. Oprah Winfrey's father, Vernon, has died. He was 88. Vernon, who was a barber and businessman in Nashville, passed away on Friday after battling cancer. Media mogul Oprah, 68, posted a tribute to her father on Saturday. Vernon Winfrey, 1933 to 2022. Oprah wrote in the caption, less than a week ago, we honored my father in his backyard. My friend and gospel singer, Wintley Phipps, saluted him with song. He felt the love and reveled in it until he could no longer speak. The TV host wrote alongside a video of the moment. She continued, yesterday, with family surrounding his bedside, I had the sacred honor of witnessing the man responsible for my life takes his last breath. We could feel peace into the room at his passing. That peace still abides. All is well. Thank you for your prayers and good thoughts. She ended the caption. On Monday, Oprah celebrated the 4th of July by throwing her father a special surprise party. In a video shared on her Instagram, Oprah said that although she was hosting a backyard barbecue, the true reason for the occasion was to hold a Vernon Winfrey Appreciation Day. My father's ill, and so we wanted to be able to have all of his friends come and celebrate him while he's able to receive the joy, she said while showing off the banner behind her and her father's honor. When asked by her best friend, Gail King, if her father was excited about the celebration, Oprah said he doesn't even know that this is for him. He thinks it's a 4th of July thing, she continued. He doesn't know. He's going to walk out and see everything. Running down the menu for the event, Oprah said she was serving fried chicken, turkey burgers, and all that stuff. Then she wrapped the video by showing her father taken in the moment in a spot he knew best. My dad is a barber, so we put him in the barber chair. She shared as she showed her dad sitting down across the yard. In the caption of her post, Oprah wrote, "Giving my father his flowers while he's still well enough to smell them. Happy 4th of July as you gather with your family and friends. Remember to celebrate each other." In June 2021, Oprah spoke with people about her father ahead of the OWN special honoring our kings celebrating Black fatherhood, in which she co-hosted with This Is Us alum Sterling K. Brown. "I had a father who took responsibility for me, even though he knew I could have been somebody else's child," she said of Vernon. "My mother and father never married," she added, and this part is interesting. "They had sex only one time. He gets a letter after I'm born saying, 'Send money, you have a daughter.' And the reason he did, he said, is because it could have been him. And the responsibility that he took up for me. Not just a responsibility, but care and love and direction and support as a young teenage girl. It's the thing that made the difference in me being who I am now or somebody you would have never ever heard of." And I said that in the beginning. I saw that over and over again in my father's barbershop. Men would come in, hardworking men, doing everything they could in their lives to support their families, working sometimes 2 and 3 jobs to do that. She continued, "So that's the story I know of Black fathers, the ones I grew up with, and the men I know. The narrative of the absentee father is not accurate, that is the only picture. That's what I want to say." And that was her father. Now, I remember Vernon Winfrey very well, particularly in the 90s and early 2000s. Now, I remember when Vernon got a divorce from Oprah's stepmother, and Oprah facilitated in removing her from the property, and she was crying. And she was like, "Oprah, why did you do this to me? I thought you was my stepdaughter." I mean, it was funny. I mean, if you read about it from the Daily Mail, it was comical. I ain't going to even lie. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that part of her wasn't comical, but the complaining about it and then thinking that Oprah was going to love you because you was her stepmother, woman bond. But I have to say, Vernon Winfrey, that was remarkable what he did. But then again, that was his child. But I loved it when she told a story and he tells her when she moved down to Nashville, "You going to follow my rules. You going to behave. You're going to go to school. You're going to go straight home. And if you do any extracurricular activities, you're going to let me know. You're not going to get anything below an A. Okay? And you're going to go to tutoring if you cannot get an A. And you're going to go to college, and you're going to become somebody." Because what she was doing up in Milwaukee, it ain't going down like that here in Tennessee. That's what he said in so many words. And this is a Black man. Now, here's where I have to really ask Oprah this. Why did you not, all the years of your show, why didn't you big up Black fathers? Why did you tear down Black fathers? You loved your father, but you should have understood why other people love their fathers too, particularly famous people who love their fathers, i.e., the Jacksons loved Joe. Even though Joe was extremely strict, they loved him. Do I think your father was Joe? No. I think your father was sweet. And I want to say something. Oprah, his father's a Leo, and so was Joe Jackson. But more than likely, 2 different Leos. And I find that Vernon wasn't a disciplinarian with the whip or his hands. He's like how most parents, believe it or not, are. Most parents do not believe in whipping and laying hands on children, particularly because they don't want to inflict the pain that they went through growing up, because her father was part of the silent generation. And a lot of silent generation children were being beat. It was almost near abusive. And a lot of those children did not beat their kids who were the baby boomers. They was like, we're not going to do that. And I happen to agree with it. Because when I have children, I'm not whipping my kids. Oh, and by the way, Oprah's stepmother was married to her father in the 2000s, from 2000 to 2013. That's what that was. Yeah. So, and she was kind of young though, too. So, I really believe she really loved him. I really believe she loved this man, her father. Because her mother passed away a couple of years ago, too. You know, it is what it is. It's one of those things. But I'm glad that, to read about a black man that helped to mold his daughter being a single parent. And with that being said, I'm signing off. Thank you. And I will be back right in a couple of minutes.